Lafferty training Exalo. So fantastic to be able to have Laura here and wonderful to see. And we know that she'd been pretty instrumental in being able to have Exalo, this 6-year-old gelded son of Shame Express, who had a good win too back that brought a bit of a smile to her face when was able to get the result there. She continues to recover and we won't see her back in the saddle for at least 6 to 12 months, but we wish her well with her recovery and I'm sure it'd be very exciting if Exalo is able to get the result. It's time now, it's the Jericho Cup Consolation. Who's going to be able to take it out over the 3,450 metres and to call it once again as he has for the past 6 years since its inception in the modern times, following on that race from 1918. And we started again at the 100-year anniversary. It's now for the 7th time. It's Rick McIntosh.
Fluorescent colours goes up. When the Jericho Cup started, this race was run on the course proper. Up through the paddocks here. And a spot in next year's, the first free ticket for the 2025 Jericho Cup will be won right here and now. They're off. Flying Pharaoh jumped well. So also did Exalo, who's coming through along the inside. Meritorious away well in the fluorescent jacket, but it's going up to share the lead now with Exalo, and Eyes to Me's right there with them. Holly Star behind the speed. They were followed then by Aliyah Asahi's back along the inside as they come back around here. And further back in the race then to Flying Pharaoh. Centre field for Dempsey Girl is there with There For You and Thistle. Then Peace Process, Stately Star and Mustang Harry's at the end. They come down the straight back towards the front runner is the local Exalo. The locals have won the last 4 races. Second on the outside is Meritorious. Third placing 2 lengths away is Aliyah Asahi, and Holly Star sits up fourth 1-1. Eyes to Me, not much luck early. It's covering a little bit of ground from Flying Pharaoh and then Dempsey Girl and Thistler. Further back to There For You, Stately Star, Peace Process. Mustang Harry whipped them in. They continue on here in the OTI Jericho Cup Consolation, and it's Exalo, the front runner. Out a length and a half. Meritorious second and third is Aliyah Asahi. Holly Star next, and they're jam-packed. Eyes to Me around the outside was tracked by Thistler, and then Stately Star as they cross the road there and start to climb the hill into Briley now. Flying Pharaoh's back along the inside in front of it. Stablemate There For You and Dempsey Girl. Thistler back to fourth last over Stately Star. Peace Process and the visitor from Casterton. Mustang Harry is last of all. So Exalo it is. He's going to take them up the hill. Little Tommy Ryan leads out by 2 lengths. 2 in second placing. Meritorious. Aliyah Asahi is inside of it. Eyes to Me continuing to cover a little bit of ground. Moves to fourth out 3 wide, but he's comfortable there by the same token. Flying Pharaoh's next along the rails, and Holy Star the meat in the sandwich there. Then There For You, Stately Star, and further back to Dempsey Girl and Thistler. Peace Process and Mustang Harry. They're at the top. They've completed the run-up Briley, and they're at the top of Cox's Hill here. They were about to charge into Granta's paddock, and it's Exalo calling the shots in the Jericho Cup Consolation from Meritorious. Third placing is Aliyah Asahi. Eyes to Me with it, and then Holly Star enjoying a good trip with a little more room to work in now. Flying Pharaoh There For You and Stately Star. Dempsey Girl. Now they've got to hook around here and make the sharp right. It's Exalo out in the lead. Leads by a length and a half, Meritorious and Alira Sahi the inside. 2 lengths to Holly Star looking to present. Then Eyes to Me, who's now on the inside as they get back to the course. Followed by Flying Pharaoh. Then Dempsey Girl There For You. Followed by Stately Star Peace Process. Mustang Harry is at the end of the field. So they're about to leave the back straight. Excello is still the leader. Now Alira Sahi with fresh legs is trying to present around Meritorious, who's boxing on. They're 4 lengths clear from Holly Star now under the baton. Running on a bit as Dempsey Girl out of the ruck. Eyes to Me next, and Flying Pharaoh heads the others. Excello's got them all running on empty up towards the turn. Leads a length. Meritorious is trying hard not to go away. Alira Sahi struggles, and Dempsey Girl with a good run. Then Eyes to Me and Holly Star. Excello though. The locals are cheering again here in the famous Lafferty colours. 2, 3 in front. Meritorious and Dempsey Girl are trying. Eyes to Me boxing on. They'll dominate the race, the Booligans, but Excello will go from bury in a box. Excello Jericho Cup Consolation wins the first ticket into next year's race from Dempsey Girl around the race of its life. There with Meritorious and Eyes to Me for the minors. Next in was Alira Sahi. Followed further back in the field then to Flying Pharaoh. Holly Star didn't stay the trip. From There For You, Peace Process, Mustang Harry and Stately Star. The fairy tales keep rolling in here. The local trainers keep saying, don't bother turning up, we've got the show under control. Excello goes all the way, number 4. Peter Lafferty and Little Tommy Ryan, a 6-year-old bay gelding by Sham Express from Chisella. A Warrnambool 58 winner 2 ago at the 23.50. And he's bolted in today. Went to the front. He trucked well all the way. The wet ground wasn't a worry. Eyes to Me looks like it might get second on the inside. Aaron Kuru, Aaron Purcell. It's in that photo. A 4-year-old gelding by Pending. Dempsey Girl ran out of its skin. 5-year-old bay mare by Preferment. Connor Brassel for John Brooks at Warrnambool, and 6 was the one in the more middle, Meritorious, who just kept plugging away the mare by Dandino for Canberra Willa and Simon Wild. Now 4, 5, 9 and 6 are the interim numbers. 4, 5, 9 and 6. Eyes to Me's been a tremendous effort to come again and get second. 9, third, Dempsey Girl. 6, fourth, Meritorious. Length and a quarter by a nose. 402.89. 1 1/4 a nose. 402.89. 4, 5, 9 and 6. And the road to Jericho 2025 has started. The first free ticket in the race has gone to Excello, who was $3, out to $3.50, back into $3.10, and you've done well. Super Tab at $3.90 and $1.40. Scored by a length and a quarter, a nose second and third. Eyes to Me. Place dividend of $1.50, ended up running the favourite at $3. 9 Dempsey Girl third, $15 pop paid $3.80. The Quinella was $4.70, exact $8.80. Trifecta was $66. And a good first 4 to come. Now Kate's in the winner's circle.
Thanks very much, Rick, and I'm about to speak to winning rider in Tom Ryan, but we just can see how much this means for the Laffertys, for the Lafferty family. After the injury to Laura just under 2 months ago, it was a really, really serious fall, life-threatening, collapsed lungs, broken ribs, lacerated spleen. To be able to have that, a broken foot, now bounce back. She's talked about how the recovery has been incredibly hard. She was in hospital and induced coma for weeks, and now they have got their result. Rapturous applause, and this is the man who was able to get it done with this horse, Excello. Tom, we're just talking about how much this means to the Laffertys to be able to take it out on the home track, but especially after what's recently happened with Laura.
Exactly. Sure, no one, the Laffertys don't need any introduction from me, but you know, they're legends around here. And Pete's old man, obviously, we have the Lafferty hurdle here during the year, and the Lafferty name, and they're just legends, but they're just good people, real good people. But to be fair, I don't know about the old man, but I think Harry needs all the praise for this, because I think Harry's done all the work. And to be fair to Harry, he had him spot on, because and he called it as well, you know. Before this, he called it. He said he'll win and he'll stay. I had an awful doubt that he wouldn't stay. But no, fair play to Harry. He was spot on.
I think they're going to get the $25,000 bonus, or at least a share of it too, with the one horse in work at the moment. But for you, you talked about you hadn't had a Jericho Consolation, and now you take this out.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. And days like this, obviously, any winner is great, but riding a winner on a day like today is great. It's spot on. And I would safely say they'll have some party tonight.
They will. Congratulations, Tom. Well, great result.
Thanks. Cheers.
It hasn't left her side in the whole time.
Sorry?
I'm pretty sure that you guys might even get the bonus as well.
Oh, well, the bonus is here out of the hospital. Thanks to the Alfred and Sharon and Epworth and the doctors and everybody else. That's the bonus. The rest is just it's paper stuff. We'll take it. And instead of spending on stables like I've been doing all my life and horses, we'll take her on a holiday and Sharon and a couple of the family. So thank you to Bill online and Gibbons and Andrew and everybody else, because they've got their worries with the health, and we'll say prayers for Bill and everybody. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. I mean, the race club itself. And but just thank you to Sharon. And if it wasn't for Laura, we wouldn't have bought Excello. I said it was useless. It's no good. Look at his form. You know, man, we can't get off Mike Maroney. But she said, no, he's great, and that Mike and them supported us to buy him and all that for a change of environment. So Laura said he's just great. She won 2 1,400-metre races on him and said he's just a lovely horse. And once again, daughter and her twin brother, who should be here, leading the horse, Harry, they were right and Dad's wrong. Yeah, happy to acknowledge that. Yeah, we even had Father John Fitzgerald to help us as well. No stone unturned today. Thank you, Laura. Beautiful.
You don't know how much it makes all of us in racing so happy. Can't beat women at all. So happy to see you guys here, happy family together with her. It's only in the past few months.
Yeah, it is.
What does this mean to be able to be all together here and have her now doing so well, luckily?
Yes, yeah. No, it's absolutely wonderful, and to see the progression in such a short time, I would never expect to see this.
Now, Laura, come here. You say, what was it that you liked about this guy? This was the race as well that you set him for.
I think I initially fell in love with his temperament more than his ability early on. He's just such a wonderful horse. He's so easy to do anything with, and I knew he tried really hard, and so for that reason I just we were willing to take the bet on him adjusting to sort of country lifestyle, the beach and the paddocks, and just worked out.
We talked about, when we've done a story on racing.com recently, about you got to take the good with the bad. You're trying to look forward, positive. What does it mean to be back here with the family? You're out of the wheelchair, you're out of hospital, and get a win like this with a horse that you really identified?
Yeah, it's really special. I love this horse so much, and
she's been the one, hasn't she, helping you through?
Yeah, it's been a team effort on and off the track, so yeah, we're so happy to be here winning today.
The bonus, woohoo! Well done.
Amazing.
Well done, team. Congratulations.
It's been lovely. Thank you.
In front, Meritorious and Dempsey Girl are trying. Eyes to Me boxing on. They'll dominate the race, the Booligans, but Excello will go from barrier to box. Excello for the OTI Jericho Cup Consolation wins the first ticket into next year's race from Dempsey Girl, who ran the race of its life. There with Meritorious and Eyes to Me for the minors. Next in was Aaliyah Asahi. Followed further back in the field then to Flying Pharaoh. Holly Star didn't stay the trip. From There For You, Peace Process, Mustang Harry and